Edo House of Commotion because for some time now there's been a lot of issues regarding the Edo State House of Assembly, and remember that the former speaker was impeached, and after then the 14 lawmakers that were not inaugurated have been pressuring the governor to ensure that they are inaugurated by force. More details of this will come to you shortly, but before then, guys, if you have not subscribed, please ensure you hit the subscribe button immediately and also turn on your notification bell, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Okay, my people, let us dive right into the details of this report because there is more commotion in the Edo State House of Assembly. Precisely on June 16, 2019, the 7th Assembly of the Antony Enahore Legislative Complex located on the busy King Square in Benin City, Edo State capital, was inaugurated. The inauguration came with so much consternation, suspicion, bitterness, and controversies. It was bereft of the expected fanfare and comradeship, as has always been the tradition. Sadly, 9 out of the 24 members elected on the platform of the All Progressive Congress (APC) were dramatically inaugurated, while 15 of them were not present for the historic event. This was after Governor Godwin Obaseki has transmitted a letter of proclamation to the clerk of the House, Alhaji Yahaya Audu Omogbai. The exercise which time was also subject of confusion and controversy took place after 19 members-elect had protested against what they felt was Obaseki's delay to transmit a proclamation letter to the House to pave way for members' inauguration. However, in the night of the inauguration, Mr. Francis Abomere Okiye, the member representing Esan Northeast Constituency 1, was elected as Speaker, while Yekini Idiaye Akoko-Edo Constituency 1 emerged Deputy Speaker. The House quickly adjourned to June 17 because of the neck-deep feud between former National Chairman of the All Progressive Congress Adams Oshiomhole and his successor Godwin Obaseki had dangerously played out. Feelers had it that some elected APC members loyal to Oshiomhole were out to impeach Obaseki. It needs be recalled too that Okiye and 6 lawmakers of the House had on October 6 formally joined Governor Obaseki in the PDP in the state. The other lawmakers who moved to the PDP with Okiye include Roland Asoro, Ephraim Aloebo-Sole, Sunday Ojiezele, Henry Okorobo, Ima Okoduwa, and Marcus Onobon, respectively. Shortly before their defection, Okiye had announced the receipt of the letter from the 6 members, including himself, to decamp to the People's Democratic Party. He said he took the action because they want to identify with the developmental strides of Governor Obaseki in order to move the state forward, pointing out that the division of the faction in the APC also contributed to their decision to join the People's Democratic Party, and that they can perform their duties effectively as representatives of their various constituencies. The House recently adopted the business calendar of the second session of the 7th Assembly 2020, wherein Majority Leader Henry Okorobo ruled out the House calendar, sitting for 62 days in the second quarter, 3 days in September, 21 days in October, 21 days in November, and 17 days in December. But the members, 6 days after, 9 members of the House made up of the 6 PDP and 3 APC lawmakers unanimously sacked Okiye over alleged financial impropriety. He was quickly stripped of all House properties in his custody, suspended for 3 months, and subjected to House probe by a committee headed by Okorobo. It was gathered that Governor Godwin Obaseki had left his deputy Shaibu and Secretary of the State Osarodion Oge in the lodge about details of the impeachment saga. Sources close to the seat of power in the state said that the center of the brouhaha may also not be far from unfinished games of the tricks and power play from forces both within and outside. Members of Oshiomhole G15, whose seats were declared vacant by Okiye and his men, are still miffed, alive to more wars, and are ever ready to fight back even to the end. On the D-Day of many knives of the virate against Okiye, he was hurriedly and bloodlessly replaced, at which the lawmakers elected Mr. Marcus Onobun, representing a West constituency, as the new speaker. Okiye was sacked after a motion slammed by the House Majority Leader, Mr. Henry Okworobo, Ikpoba constituency. Okworobo's motion was supported by the members representing Akoko Edo 1 constituency, Prince Yekini Idaye. The member representing Igweben constituency, Mr. Ephraim Elobo Sele, had earlier moved a motion to nominate the new speaker after Okworobo raised the issue of petition against Okiye, and was seconded by the member representing Akoko Edo 2 constituency, Mr. Emmanuel Agbaje. Deputy Speaker of the House, Mr. Roland Asoro, presided over the plenary shortly after the impeachment process. Members of the House unanimously adopted the impeachment motion through a voice note. Trouble was said to have started shortly after the House resumed its plenary when Okiye asked the clerk, Alhaji Yahaya Audu Omogbai, to read the order of the day's proceedings from the date to the hearing of the members in order to begin the business of the day. Okworobo was said to have quickly drawn the attention of former Speaker Okiye to petition against him and read out the impeachment motion. The lawmakers accused Okiye of alleged financial impropriety and booted him out. In the process, they also suspended Okiye for 3 months and set up a committee headed by Okworobo to probe him accordingly. The body is expected to submit its reports to the House. The new speaker, on a bold moment after his election, dissolved all the House standing committees and relieved all the appointees of the former speaker of their various posts, and constituted a 3-man committee to look into financial records of the House under the leadership of the former speaker. Okworobo said the legislators had compelling reasons to impeach his predecessor, but the House needed to wait till now because of political reasons, which are now over. Irrespective of APC or PDP, we are united in the quest to move the state forward. However, a mild drama had played out as the State Deputy Governor, Comrade Philip Shaibu, Secretary to the State Government Osarodion Oge Esquire, and immediate past Speaker and political advisor to the Governor on politics, Edo North Senatorial District, Mr. Kabiru Ajoto, after depths moved to truncate the situation, but the deed had been done before they could properly weigh in. Meanwhile, as a face-saving mechanism, the power play and political intrigues amongst the executive and the legislature played out penultimate Wednesday when the lawmakers commuted Okiye's impeachment to his resignation. The action of the 9 PDP and APC legislators to soften the ground in a dramatic twist turn followed what findings by his paper that there was mounted pressure and intervention by some elders and leaders of the party of their consequences of action taken by the House. Already Okiye had pledged his loyalty to the new leadership of the House following the committal. The reversal of the impeachment came after a motion moved by House Leader Henry Okworobo and second by Emmanuel Okoduwa, representing Eson North East 2. Okworobo in his motion said the need to reverse the Speaker's impeachment followed appeals from their constituents. The motion received an overwhelming support of the members and was subsequently adopted. The Speaker, Honorable, said shortly after the plenary session that there was no rift between the House and the executive. Former Speaker Okiye, in reaction, said he was pleased that the House reversed its decision and expressed readiness to work with the new leadership for the good of his constituency. So recently, that has been the update from the Edo State House of Assembly. But all the same, guys, whatever you have to say about this, please don't forget to drop it in the comment section and also give this video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.